king of the hill. But we're into this one. Spear goblins at the bridge, straight into the knight. It is Jack against Wonga.
Again, expo from Jack, let's see, and Wonga...
Not with the bats.
Yeah, maybe not with the bats. Wonga has been playing a lot of RG. The Spear Goblin, Cage, Heal Spirit. Still some chances.
Minor wall breaker here from Jack, and the Goblin Cage comes in to save the day. And it is Royal Hogs from Wonga. Split 3-1, but Bomb Tower from Jack is going to be a great answer to the Royal Hogs. Everything cleaned up. Towers, next to no damage getting done. 300 for Jack, but that's nothing to write home about. So both players feeling each other out, finding what their cycle is going to be, how they can break said cycle. Flying Machine played at the back, Spear Goblins at the bridge, Heal Spirit is there, and just another spear going into that tower.
Yeah, the final will be the EQ for Wonga, and also Jack seems like with the Knight 2.8 with sometimes poison and log.
Hogs again, this time sprint 2-2, but it doesn't matter, the Bomb Tower will pull them all into the middle. The EQ is down, but those Hogs have taken critical damage. One of them, though, is going to sneak a couple of hits in before falling to the tower and the Knight.
I think that's enough when Jack is focusing all of his attack onto the left. Only to get that cage out and doing some damage with those Spear Goblins, at least connecting some.
So I'd say 50-50 matchup right now. It's going to be hard for Wonga to break through, but defensively, he looks like he has every tool he needs against the wall breakers. So it's going to be a case of who can just find that window. Here we go. Hogs again denied by the Bomb Tower. Two of them survive though, but struggle to get around that Knight's body and connect into that tower.
Yeah, what's hard is against the Royal Hogs, it's hard to be perfect. Hard to have that perfect defense. That's the reason why Jack is keeping that Flying Machine on that poison, making sure that he's getting some... Oh, and the Heal Spirit heals it right back up to keep that Flying Machine alive.
Yeah, Wonga, the Flying Machine... Oh, I thought it was going to connect, but there are 3 bats on the tower. The Heal Spirit comes in, the Flying Machine connects onto the tower. With those Hogs now, Wonga has a huge advantage. The Flying Machine is going to take that down. There it goes. Bomb Tower is up, but all too late. Flying Machine doing its job. Low-key, one of the best cards in the game. Bats poisoned out by Jack. It's not going to be enough. 5 seconds, 4, 3, and that is that. Wonga takes a game.
Anything heavier, don't really see it too many times in the playoff, but it's still possible because it's Kensumeshi.
Okay, so Goblin Cage, and then instantly poisoned away with that Night Witch in the back. Is it going to be Mega Knight? It is. It's going to be the Mega Knight Graveyard here from Kensumeshi, looking at what he's played so far.
With the Baby Dragon, it looks pretty certain, and there's that Graveyard delivery right on top of the bridge.
Defensive poison from Kensumeshi, getting that extra damage in, but these skeletons on the Graveyard doing an alright job.
Wonga, yeah, brings the same similar version, but with the Bomb Tower instead.
Yeah, Mega Knight needed to squish some of these skeletons here. 1983, a little bit more damage done from Wonga's Graveyard than Kensumeshi's.
Yeah, even without that poison. So we talk mirror match oftentimes, and oftentimes with the Graveyard, it's due to defense, how many defensive or offensive poison. Now Kensumeshi having that offensive poison, matching the Princess Tower HP to even.
Yep, just slightly more damage again, 1834. Kensumeshi throwing down and investing those 4 elixirs into that Goblin Cage, which is going to help out on the defense if the Graveyard comes in from Wonga on this push.
Stopping that Mega Knight will be the key with the Bomb Tower and the delivery, everything on the bridge, making sure nothing crosses.
Poisons coming down here from both players. That means Wonga does not have that defensive poison in hand, but it doesn't matter. The Royal Delivery clears everything up. But deciding not to pull the trigger on the Graveyard is Wonga. Yeah,
both poisons are gone, so I was also thinking Wonga might play that Graveyard, but delivery is not one single recruit is not big of a body.
Yeah, but the baby dragon is, and the baby dragon crosses the bridge and takes the aggro from the princess tower. But there is a night witch and a baby dragon on the defense. So the skeletons are getting cleaned up, slowly but surely. And now Ken Sameshi can pull his own with the Mega Knight tanking. But it's going to go down very quickly. The delivery is there. But look at that tower. It's taking critical damage. 826, 799. Will the baby dragon get a connection? No, it does not. And that is cleaned up. 799 on the clock there.
30 seconds left. And with a offensive poison, Wanga needs to go all in, but the Night Witch is doing some work, taking some damage as Kenzameshi, but he goes all in with an aggressive graveyard, locks onto the Mega Knight. Is this going to be it for Kenzameshi? 300, going low with the skeletons, and that's going to be game. Hog Riders, not as much today compared to last week or the week before.
Yeah, there was a lot of Hog Riders in the last couple of weeks in the playoffs, but this today, choosing to go for other routes, not trusting the man and his pig. All right, so bats finding each other out with the Heal Spirit and the Goblin Cage. It's most likely going to be Royal Giant for hire. Ken Sameshi could be bringing Royal Hogs. Miner comes in.
Yeah. Or Magic Archer with the Wall Breaker is still a good option.
There's a mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, the Flying Machine is here. There's the Royal Hogs. Okay, hire brings the same deck that we saw earlier, the Flying Machine Royal Hogs. And let's see if he can get a similar result to what Wanga did.
Yeah, still the Royal Hogs. They do reach the tower, but keeps the Flying Machine out of damage. So not bad of a trade for Ken Sameshi or higher. There needs to be careful of that Heal Spirit. It's one elixir, changing the game result.
Right, Magic Archer is shut down there. In come the pigs. Are we going to see no Heal Spirit this time? But the mini P.E.K.K.A. doing its job of just making bacon out of the Royal Hogs there. Is it going to be able to be shut down? I assume Goblin Cage will pull it into the center, chooses the Heal Spirit instead, burning one elixir just to make sure that that mini P.E.K.K.A. gets nothing on the tower.
It can be rough because with those Spirit Goblins trying to get those spells out, making sure like a log or a zap to be out so that the Royal Hogs can actually do some more damage. Ken Sameshi not really spending too much.
Yeah, realizing a small window is open where the mini P.E.K.K.A. won't be able to come down due to the Giant and the Magic Archer coming in. The Hogs are unleashed and they get some scratches onto this tower. But will that mini P.E.K.K.A. connect? Spear Goblins say no, but that Miner is pretty much free range right now until the Flying Machine is played on top of him, closing that down. Still no angle for these Magic Archers to get a connection into the tower. That is something Hire is very aware of at this point.
It just burns that EQ for that extra damage to get that Magic Archer gone. Keeps the Miner alive, but the problem is those two machines in the air. Can Kenzameshi deal with this without taking too much damage?
What's worse than defending one Flying Machine without a Fireball? Trying to do it to two, and the Hogs do break through, getting more damage. 635 remaining there, and it's just slowly collapsing in on Ken Sameshi. But this mini P.E.K.K.A. delivery just in time there. But look at this, the Magic Archer is finally getting those piercing shots he needs so much for Ken Sameshi.
Oh, log.
EQ is. Hogs are on the tower, and there it goes. Can he close this out for W.Edgm, or will Expo Master finish it and take game 4, taking us to a game 5? 5 gaming, we'll find out, and there are wall breakers from Hire.
Immediately Heal Spirit with Spirit Goblins from, and here it comes.
Royal Giant play deep. Hire decides, all right, I'm gonna go Miner.
I have a leftover elixir. I'll just throw it down on the other side.
Good positioning on that Firecracker. You want it behind the Royal Giant. Unfortunately, it does get poisoned away. And there is a Hunter. Okay.
The Hunter Knight combination that W.Edgm loves to play. Just to get some damage along with that Earthquake.
Yep. and the miner again down the right-hand side, put on the inside of the tower this time, so it's going to be able to go a little bit more ham, knowing there's no tornado from your opponent allows you to be a lot more carefree with the positioning on the miner.
He wants to break through, and oftentimes the damage, wall breaker, you're not, maybe if you get a chance you can connect it when your opponent's out of elixirs, but oftentimes going to be blocked with a cage. So as long as you limit the shots from RG, I think you're safe with the poison, offensive poison damage that you are going to get.
Okay, Firecracker played very high this time, but it doesn't matter. She is going to end up being behind the Royal Giant due to the kickback of that rocket launcher. Heal Spirit comes in, and that's going to allow RG to get one extra big cannonball into that tower.
Which is good enough, and you still keep your Firecracker for the extra load of that RG. Okay, Miner did somewhat of damage on the top right, but still, this is the big push now.
It's going to get one shot. It's going to get two, and that is it. 1-0-4-3. Expo Master has a pretty big advantage, but he's struggling to deal with these miners coming in. And that bat is going to do a lot of work if it connects into the tower. No, it's going to stick on the Brawler, and it is shut down. Firecracker again here, this time dealing with a Knight, and then looking at some skeletons.
Again, the RG loads up on the left, a little bit of a later. Put down on the Hunter, continues to do more damage with that RG. Another shot with that heal.
Yeah, the heal buying enough time to get an extra shot. 77 remains there. Higher needs this miner to finish the tower, but I don't think he's going to do it. There are 20 seconds remaining. The wall breakers come in. Is there anything to stop them? There is.
434 away from double the poison, plus the minor damage. Expo Master can finish the bottom left with an earthquake, so higher. Let's get the poison out, but not in time. Expo Master is going to
free situation, but we are down to game 5 in the King of the Hill. Solomon in blue at the bottom against Expo Master in red at the top, and the winner of this takes an early advantage in the finals here.
Solomon, does he go back to his Royal Hog deck with the Dark Prince? I don't think this is the sign. There's that Giant. We're looking at the graveyard, and from the Expo Master actually bringing that Night Hunter combination with that Wallbreaker Miner.
Yep. So it is going to be another graveyard with the Giant. And the Night Witch, there is the graveyard. Is the Giant actually going to cross the bridge? It doesn't. The Giant doesn't tank for the graveyard this time. Slightly mistimed, maybe?
I think, Solomon, he didn't want to waste any elixir, so he just pulled that away early on. And also to make sure that Hunter is also away from that Giant, doing less damage.
You see, there is the Snowball. Musketeer cleaning that up. That Miner did get quite a bit of damage, 2097. We haven't seen the patented head shake from Solomon yet. There was a slight tilt there, but it was not a full head shake.
Yeah, again with the skeletons, he gains power. You don't know Solomon whenever he tilts or
whenever he shakes his
head, he powers
head.
up double.
Shakes his head is when he reaches power levels over 9,000.
That's his win condition. Yep, graveyard, that was an early timing, but still, it was before double elixir time. Just to cycle away.
Better ways to cycle 5 elixir than a graveyard. That's going to do nothing. Okay.
That's true.
So, bats here, arrowed away. And now we have, I thought this was going to come. There is the Dark Prince. The Night Witch is there. The poison is down for Expo Master to try and defend this. And defend it is, but the Dark Prince is still very healthy. That's going to get, no. Knight is just in time to pull him away from the tower.
Yep, and also defensive poison. So Expo Master says, okay, the skeletons are barely going to reach my tower as long as I defend okay with Night Hunter. And Miner to cheapen the damage, I will be okay.
There is the Giant. There's the graveyard, this time timed to perfection. And defensive poison comes down. So it's going to be hard to get.
Giant reaching the tower will be the problem, though.
Yep, one big punch. Almost 2 big punches. I think the second punch connected. I'm not too sure there. I'd have to watch the replay. But here we go. Dark Prince does get that charge in. And this is a lot of bodies. 2 Musketeers, a Night Witch, and the Dark Prince.
We're waiting for that delivery timing from Expo Master. Yep. And that's all solved. Yeah, one more shot from the Musketeer. Oh no.
The wall breakers going down that left-hand side, and there is the cage to distract Snowball. Surely for these bats, let the miner go and build this push on the right-hand side.
So loading up that hunter right next to the tower, making sure that giant doesn't reach the tower this time. But the skeletons will come in handy.
Solomon letting those wall breakers connect in order to make this push work. The poison is there again, the hunter is there again, and it's not getting as much damage as we've seen, or what even Solomon needs. So we see the miner come on the inside, there are the wall breakers going into the goblin cage, but more damage is coming through. And with each miner that Expo Master unleashes onto this tower, it looks as though he's getting closer and closer to victory.
Yeah, but forces the attack onto the left because the brawler, the Prince combination, the knight had to be down there. So only hunter available for this push right now against Solomon.
Yeah, there is the poisons played on top of the Night Witch. Okay.
The slow with the snowball. This might be enough for the giant reaching the tower. Solomon.
It's not going to be enough to finish it, but it's enough to give him the lead at this moment. And it looks like Solomon was expecting a miner to come in a little bit early there. He drops the Night Witch predictively at the back, and it's not enough. And with this poison, Expo Master's going to take a lead. This would be a very hard-fought victory if Expo Master can win it. Poison, miner. I think
offensive
Expo
poison with the poison, and it's just a little bit faster at the bottom left. Elixir time. Okay, knight from all the way from the King Tower.
Yep. Well, are we going to have anything to stop this bandit? The answer is no. Higher is going to go big into the right-hand side here. Playing that tornado. There is a goblin cage. Okay, Hire's playing a little bit slower than we usually expect to see when you wait until double elixir. And the Ram Rider isn't pulled by the goblin cage. It's going to get that charge. That's a big, big hit.
Yeah, still the graveyard timing is available for Hire. This is the Ice Tornado Graveyard.
Old school graveyard. But look at that. You stop everything from going across the bridge. And the Princess Tower just goes to work on the skeletons. You got the Inferno Dragon on top of that baby dragon. And it is all kind of falling apart here for Hire.
Lovely defense for Expo Master, and the poison reaching so much damage. Still the Ram Riders up there. Inferno Dragon still in the air, making sure all the defensive cards are gone. The Tornado is effective somewhat, but to pull that Mega Knight, that big body usually survives even after the Tornado and moves away from that zone.
Yeah, 1-3-4-2 against 1-7-9-4. Is the graveyard going to come down this time from Higher? The answer is no. He's leaking more and more elixir. Drops that poison on top of the Inferno, but that's not going to do much. Ram Rider is going to get a connection into that Goblin Cage. Everything's slowing down from the Ice Wizards, but the poisons from Expo Master are slowly going to tick down that tower and give him the victory in the first game between these two players. Unless Higher can get something done with these graveyard pulls.
Oh, pulls the Inferno all the way in. Let's get that. Okay, get that Mega Knight back towards the skeletons. Only doing some scratches. Brawler doing a lot of work there.
Another Ram Rider played here, using that Mega Knight to try and body the Ram Rider into the tower. But this time, it's kind of gotten stuck. The Ram Rider doesn't know whether to go left or right, but chooses to go into the tower.
And a charge in, even with the extra damage does not connect with the remaining slow there. Higher. It's the one good graveyard when he wins that bridge fight. Can be done. A great tornado to put everything together. Both the baby dragons are there. Here comes the graveyard to change things around.
But the goblins and the Ewiz are there. Goblins live a little bit longer in that poison than bats do, and that's going to give enough of a defensive opportunity for Expo Master to turn this around. There is the Ram Rider. The Goblin Cage is played. The Ewiz is there to slow it down. Another poison ticks through. Can Expo Master take the first game in set 3? Graveyard comes down from Higher. It is down to this. 10 seconds remaining.
Too many defensive tools on Expo Master's side. That tornado, good pull, but not enough in damage. There is the poison. Expo Master taking the first game away from Higher, and Fob Gaming
perpetual second place team. Have they ever actually won? No. Right?
Not from CRL China. Not since the beginning of 2018.
And neither have Fav. Fav finished second in the last season last time, and they lost to OGN in the finals. So both these teams are looking to correct the past. They are looking to finally get that big win under their belt. They have been robbed before. One of them has to take it today. Is it going to be Fav Expo Master bringing it home for his team, or will Hire start the comeback? We'll find out as both teams start messing around.
And Hire goes back to the Royal Hog.
Royal Hog Flying Machine, it is for Hire.
Oh, the Flying Machine does not reach the heel. Good news for Expo Master. Just out of range looking for that heel there.
What is Expo Master bringing? With the Inferno Dragon? With the Goblins? What are you feeling?
I think the same Remnant deck that he has just played. He has some room. He does have all the world for himself right now. His team's winning 2-0. He just won the first game. So might as well, let's just test one more.
We'll see the Flying Machine gets a big connection here for Hire. And that 3 or 4 hits from a Flying Machine is enough to put a tower in a world of hurt. Here comes the Ram Rider. Royal Delivery to just push her back, stop that jump. Heal Spirit is enough to just buy that little bit of extra time on the defense. Everything is nicely cleaned up here.
Yep, with that big Flying Machine connect, certainly Hire still leading. And even with an EQ, Expo Master brings out his final card, the E-Wiz. Still, the defense cannot be perfect, but limiting it to minimum damage.
Mega Knight played at the back here, just cycling through more elixir. What is he going to build behind this Mega Knight? Are we going to see that Ram Rider play behind, trying to push it into the tower? There it is. Is it going to happen again? Everything goes down. Royal Delivery.
The delivery's there to push it back, the cage to pull it through to the side.
Is it still going to get a connection? No way.
Oh, it does!
How does that live that long? And that snowball, that will be one of... That's the most value you will ever see a snowball get.
That's chill, down to the ground, and Hire every single one of those. Small trip just gone with a snowball. It has to bring something else. You cannot get those dash to connect into the tower. Hire. After the charge, you'll be saying, okay, I thought that was going to be good enough defense.
Oh, the Ram Rider.
Delivery on top.
Is it still going to get a connection? It does.
Oh,
it gets
snowball,
another big head.
and the Mega Knight! That is it! Expo Master takes game number 2, and that's it. 3-0 Grand Finals. Fav is your Clash Royale League East champion.
Fav Gaming. Expo Master took that out of nowhere.